Coach, how does it feel to get your first head coaching playoff win out of the way?
It feels good. It was a good game for us. The coaches, they got on me for not kind of enjoying it because I'm thinking about the next game. So I feel good to win it, but now I just want to think about the next game.
Can you talk a little bit about the performance that Diamond had, both offensively and defensively, some of the key moments that she had?
She was good. The fact that we asked her to guard Bonner, who, for a big part of the season was leading the league in scoring. We did a good job on her, and I think she was a part of that, stand down, stand in front of her. Bonner's really shifty. She's one of the players that throws a lot of fakes. So to stay down and be disciplined and force her into contested shots, that was key. And actually get stops and then actually get out on a break. So that was good. That was good on her part, and she made some timely shots for us too that kind of kept us going when they were making a run. So she was good tonight. As you see, I think she's made for these type of moments.
First, Coach, congratulations on winning Coach of the Year.
Thank you.
Second, how impressed were you with your team's defense overall?
I was impressed. I was impressed because we held them to 37%. What I didn't like though is that they shot 26 free throws. So we have to clean that up because the team that we're playing next, they're a team that gets to the line a lot. So we have to make sure that we're ready in the stance early. But for the most part, I was happy that we didn't give up too many straight line drives, and we didn't let them collapse us too much. So it wasn't bad.
Coach, obviously this has been a special couple of days for you, the Coach of the Year, getting your first playoff win. And I'm just wondering, we've heard the players throughout this season talk about how you're very relatable. They like playing for you. And I'm wondering just big picture, like what you like about these players and how you're going to remember this group, considering so many great things happen with this group for you in your first year as a head coach. But what do they mean to you?
That's a good question. I tell them a lot how much I appreciate them, how much I love them. They're my family. And each and every player means something important to me, and we have a relatable relationship in different ways. But they've made this experience. I've always been anxious, like I said earlier, to come to work, and it's because of them. It's tough to explain in words, but I love my team a lot.
Coach, obviously your team is not the most experienced in the playoffs, but you're kind of getting experience on the fly. How much do you think this will help you on Sunday to have played one game?
I think it helps a lot. It gives us some momentum. Each game is its separate self, but you say in the playoffs, things can actually give you momentum and stuff like that. So I think it could only help us because we won in the way we won. So our offense was clicking. Maybe it's a couple of things we'll clean up defensively, but we get to see the things that we need to fix, and that's what you get with a playoff game that you win. You get to see, okay, how can you correct the errors that you had this game to take it to the next game, and how can you build off the good things that you did?
I know you know Brittany Griner personally from coaching her in Russia. How hard is it to see a player of her caliber to go down in a game like this? You never want to see a player, especially someone that's been a face of our league. You don't want to see any player get hurt, but a player of that magnitude, of that caliber player, you don't want to see him get hurt. And, of course, personal feelings is always a part of it, too. But even if I didn't know her, I wouldn't want to see her get hurt. I was actually coaching the game overseas when Breonna Stewart got hurt too, and that's just sad. That's sad because they work hard. All these players work hard. You just want all of them to be healthy, all 144 of them. Fortunately, it's not that serious. She'll be okay. So I made sure of that, and she'll just get ready for the next steps for her.
So what are your initial thoughts about getting to play Vegas again and seeing Liz Cambages again?
Have no thoughts. We just have to get ready for the game. We have to watch some film. It's a great player. She's a great player. I don't want none of that to get lost in anything of how great of a player she is, how great of a team they have, Wilson and McBride and all those players over there. So we have a lot of respect for them, and we have to prepare because we're going to a place where they play well, and we have to prepare for Cambages because she's one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant players in the league.
Tony Gill, 670 to score. Congratulations on winning Coach of the Year, Coach.
Thank you.
Maddie mentioned that you had, prior experiences with Brittany coaching. So what was your game plan heading into this game, knowing, basically her tendencies and what she likes to do on the basketball court?
We just wanted to, make her uncomfortable and crowd her space and not give her a lot of one-on-one looks, but, she, being the player that she is, she finds ways to score. So, we didn't get a chance to, see how it would work. But I thought we were doing a good job of keeping her off the rebound, keeping her off the offensive glass. In those 14 minutes that she played, she didn't have an offensive rebound. So I thought we were on our way to doing some good stuff and some good things with her. So I think that was just keeping the body attached to her and giving her different looks as far as who we're going to bring to help to her.
Coach, in the playoffs, intangibles are such a big part of it, like hunger and passion, and with some younger players and some players that might not have a ton of playoff experience. Do you feel like you sense that in your players, that they've got some hunger, maybe a chip on their shoulder, or some kind of intangible that might push them over the edge in some tough games down the stretch? Do you see that out of them yet?
Yeah, I see it. I see it. I think they have a chip on their shoulder. Last couple of years they haven't been in the playoffs, and teams come here or they go to teams, and teams just think, okay, we have a chance to win. And it's not disrespectful. That everybody can win. But when you see Chicago, you're like, okay, I think we can win this game. Now, I think we give teams they have to look at us twice and say, okay, we have to pay attention to them. Not only because they play well together, but they can score the basketball too. And defensively, they're a little bit more gritty than they have been in the past. The fact that, we had 30 assists tonight, so it was coming from everywhere. And I think us having multiple points of attack, I think it makes us hard to guard. So I do that a lot. I forgot the question. Hunger. Yeah, so I sense the hunger. Golly, I don't know why I do that.
Coach, with Las Vegas being moved out of Mandalay Bay into Thomas and Mack, a lot has been made about that, with WNBA teams having to move out of their home arenas, sometimes being scheduled out. What are your thoughts on that?
I think I don't want to make I have a dream speech, but one day, I think WNBA players will get to stay, at home, and they don't just choose to do renovations or kick him out for concerts during the summers, and because this brand of basketball is very important, and I would really like to see teams get the benefit of hosting at home in their comfort zone their playoff games, and it's nothing against whoever does scheduling, or I know it's a business, but I think we have to really invest and sacrifice a little bit, and not saying that they haven't, but it would have been nice for them to host a playoff game in their home, I'm sure. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.